First guest is Susie Felber. She's here to talk about something extremely interesting, how our gadgets are actually keeping track of our habits. Tell me about your company, Susie, first.
Okay, so I work for Withings, and it is a health company, health devices. So we make products and apps that all help you with your health at home. So obviously, right now, this is very trendy, but we've always been about optimizing your health at home, from blood pressure, activity, weight, body temperature, sort of the whole gamut, and sleep of what you can know about yourself.
So, what's going on in the world of wearables? How are Americans doing?
Yeah, so we recently did a data study about how the lockdown was affecting people all over the world based on the metrics that we track. Now, this is anonymous data, but as a whole, we could see some really interesting things about, how people think. Everyone's showing the bread they're baking, and we imagine that we're all gaining tons of weight. But we looked into the data and we found some surprising things. People are not packing on the pounds.
So, tell me about our sleep patterns too. Are we getting more sleep?
Yes. So, interesting thing, we're getting about, I think Americans are getting about 12 minutes more a night of sleep, which is great. We can't exactly say why, but we think it might be because lack of commute. Um, Obviously, you have some of that extra time.
So, tell me what else you've discovered. So, we're not gaining as much weight as we thought. We're sleeping a little more. This is mostly good news coming out of, what many people consider a dark time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we did see things that are encouraging in a different way. I mean, we're in New York, where the self-isolation was more locked down. We saw New Yorkers indeed were getting less activity, which we would expect.
We're getting more sleep because if you take out the commute, you add time. You can't take back the time in the day that you lose commuting to the office.
Absolutely. And, maybe we're sleeping better because people are not going out on the weekends. We saw an interesting metric about night heart rate, where there's less variation in night heart rate, which might indicate people are drinking less, and so they don't have such a variable night heart rate.
So tell me a little bit more about the company and the products you offer.
So, product placement. This is my activity tracker. Withings made the first activity tracker in a real watch. So it doesn't look like an activity tracker, but it tracks my heart rate, my steps, my sleep, and all that. We do an FDA cleared blood pressure monitor. We have a thermometer called the Thermo. We have just a range of activity trackers, and we're best known for inventing the very first smart scale. So the first smart scale, meaning that it tracks your weight straight to an app, so you can follow trends over time and meet your goal. And we have a variety of different smart scales that help coach you on your body composition and where you want to be. And I'm a big girl, but I love my scale because I just find, our data shows that independent of whatever you eat, just checking in on your health, stepping on the scale helps keep me, where I want to be.
Well, Susie, thank you so much for taking the time. All the
Thank
best to you and
you.
your family.
Thank you. Keep walking around.